In 490 BC, the Persian Empire was the most powerful empire in the world, stretching from modern-day Iran across the Middle East to Egypt and parts of Asia Minor. King Darius I ruled this vast dominion, but his ambitions didn't stop there. He wanted to expand his empire further west, into Greece. The Greeks, particularly Athens, had already supported rebellions against Persian rule in Ionia, and Darius sought to punish them and bring Greece under Persian control. This set the stage for one of the most pivotal moments in ancient history, the Battle of Marathon. In the summer of 490 BC, Darius sent a massive expedition across the Aegean Sea. The Persian army, led by generals Dadist and Artaphernes, arrived on the plains of Marathon, just 26 miles from Athens. Historians estimate the Persian force numbered between 20,000 to 100,000 soldiers, including skilled archers, cavalry, and infantry. They intended to overwhelm the Greeks through sheer numbers and superior firepower. Their plan seemed foolproof. The Persians intended to march straight to Athens, burn the city to the ground, and enslave its people. However, they underestimated the Greeks' resolve and tactical brilliance. Despite facing a vastly superior enemy, Athens wasn't about to surrender. The Athenians, led by General Miltiades, knew they had little time to waste. Reinforcements were desperately needed, so Athens sent a runner, Phidippides, on an urgent mission to Sparta to request military aid. He ran an astonishing 150 miles in just 2 days, only to hear the Spartans' response. They couldn't march until a full moon due to religious festivals. It was a devastating blow. With no help coming from Sparta, Athens had to face the Persians alone. Only 10,000 hoplites, heavily armored infantry, could be mustered. The odds were grim, but the Greeks had something the Persians lacked: home field advantage and superior tactics. Miltiades crafted a daring strategy. Knowing the Persian cavalry was their greatest asset, he positioned his forces in a way that would negate this advantage. The Greek hoplites, armed with long spears and large shields, formed a tight phalanx, a wall of men and shields that could withstand almost any assault. But there was a twist. Miltiades intentionally weakened the center of his formation, creating a trap for the Persians. As the Persians advanced, confident in their numbers, Miltiades gave the order. The Greek wings charged forward, flanking the Persians from both sides, while the center initially fell back, drawing the Persians in. It was a brilliant maneuver, turning the Persians' numerical superiority against them. The battle was fierce and brutal. Persian arrows rained down on the Greeks, but their heavy armor and shields protected them. As the two forces collided, the Persians found themselves trapped in the center. The Greek phalanx proved impenetrable, and the Persians, not used to this type of hand-to-hand combat, began to falter. The Greeks, despite being outnumbered, pushed forward with incredible discipline and coordination. The Persian lines broke, and soon panic spread among their ranks. Thousands of Persians were killed as they tried to flee back to their ships. In just a few hours, the mighty Persian invasion force was in full retreat. The Battle of Marathon was a stunning victory for the Greeks. While the Persians lost around 6,000 men, the Greeks suffered fewer than 200 casualties. It was a moment of triumph, not just for Athens, but for all of Greece. The victory showed that a free people, fighting for their homeland and their way of life, could defeat even the most powerful empire in the world. To ensure the city of Athens knew of the victory, the legendary runner Phidippides ran the 26 miles from Marathon to Athens. Upon arriving, he is said to have collapsed from exhaustion, uttering the words Nike, meaning victory, before dying. This run became the inspiration for the modern marathon. The Battle of Marathon wasn't just a military victory. It was a turning point in history. Had the Persians won, Athens, and possibly all of Greece would have fallen under Persian control. This victory preserved Greek independence and allowed Athens to flourish in the years that followed, ushering in the golden age of Greece. Philosophy, art, democracy, everything we associate with classical Greece was made possible by the triumph at Marathon. The Battle of Marathon remains one of history's most significant battles, not only for its tactical brilliance, but for its far-reaching consequences. It's a reminder of the power of determination, strategy, and the will to protect one's freedom. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more about the great battles that shaped history, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for future episodes.